So often I've been asked, how did a nice Jewish girl like you come to believe in the Gentile God, Jesus? Well, that's a good question. However, I learned that Jesus is not only God for the Gentiles, but for the Jews as well. As a kid, I grew up on Long Island. I attended an Orthodox synagogue. I would go to Hebrew school. I would go to camp during the summer like all the other Jewish kids did. I would celebrate the holidays, actually the Jewish ones with my family, and Christmas and Easter with my Gentile friend Chris's family. And although I grew up in synagogue, I was intrigued with church. So I would go to synagogue with my family and church with her family. And one day after coming home from church, I noticed on her mom's coffee table was this big white book entitled Holy Bible. And I opened it up and I saw a picture of this man and I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "That's Jesus. That's God." And I said, "How come you can see your God and I can't see mine? And why do you do things one way and I do them another? I thought God was the same God for everyone." Well, that question I pondered over the next 30 years. I went on a journey searching for the answer to that very question. And it was in 1996, while working in Manhattan, that I encountered a volunteer who came on a mission trip to America to tell Jewish people about their Jewish Messiah. And after a brief conversation with her, she invited me to a Bible study where other Jewish people were attending. And so I went to that Bible study for several weeks, and it was during that time that I too confessed my belief in Yeshua, that he was God in the flesh, that he came to teach and to rescue us from all of the wrongs in the world and to heal us from the inside out. Now, as a Jewish person, I didn't believe that I was sick. I didn't believe that I needed healing or that I was so bad. I did what all the other Jewish kids did. We went to synagogue. We believed that we were good people and we celebrated all the Jewish holidays. But after reading the Bible, the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible, and the Brit Chadashah, the New Testament, I learned that it's not about how good you are or how many mitzvot or good deeds you do. It's about a relationship with God. It's about God being the director of every step that you choose to take in life. And now I feel more Jewish than I've ever felt. My identity is not in Jewish tradition, but it's in the Jewish Messiah. And I've been involved in Jewish ministry since I came to faith over 24 years ago. And I spend my days telling people my story and challenging them to investigate the evidence for themselves, just like I did. And I have found that the Jewish Messiah to be the one that I find comfort in, especially in these times of looking for comfort, the one that I find hope in, and the one that I look for peace. And it's a peace like no other peace I've ever experienced, and you could have it too. So I ask if you'd like to reach out to me to hear more about my story, please feel free to call or write, send a text, and I'd love to chat with you and tell you my story in greater detail or answer any questions that you might have.